The International Criminal Court Chief Prosecutor has applied for arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas leaders in Gaza for war crimes. Karim Khan says there were reasonable grounds to believe that the leaders bore criminal responsibility for war crimes and crimes against humanity from 7th October 2023. The ICC has been investigating Israel's actions in the occupied territories for the past 3 years, and more recently, the actions of Hamas as well.
The ICC Chief Prosecutor Karim Khan, in applying for the arrest warrants for the Israeli PM and the Hamas leaders, rides on what he says as reasonable grounds that the two leaders bear criminal responsibility for war crimes.
That I have reasonable grounds to believe, on the basis of evidence collected and examined by my office, that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant bear criminal responsibility.
ICC accuses the Hamas leaders of committing crimes including extermination, murder, taking hostages, rape and other acts of sexual violence, torture and other inhumane acts as a crime against humanity. Khan states that impartial investigations by his office unveiled evidence showing that they bear criminal responsibility for war crimes and crimes against humanity committed on the territory of the State of Palestine in the Gaza Strip from at least October 8, 2023. On the other hand, Netanyahu and Gallant are accused of crimes including starvation of civilians as a method of warfare, willfully causing great suffering or serious injury to body or health, willful killing, intentionally directing attacks against a civilian population, extermination and or murder, persecution and other inhumane acts as crimes against humanity. The two sides have been embroiled in a war from last year that has seen over 36,000 people killed from both sides. This is the second time under Khan's tenure that an ICC prosecutor has sought arrest warrants for a sitting head of government or state. In 2023, the ICC issued warrants of arrest for Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin and some of his senior officials in the aftermath of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Previously, the ICC had also issued arrest warrants on former Sudanese leader Omar al-Bashir for war crimes and crimes against humanity in Darfur. These warrants were never implemented. Other sitting presidents who faced similar charges before the ICC included Kenya's former President Uhuru Kenyatta and the current President William Ruto, who was then the Deputy President. He will decide whether to grant the request for the arrest of the leaders in the Israel-Hamas cases.